Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch BBH3230GB cordless vacuum cleaner. And what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum, some of the features and benefits that it offers, and why if you're in the market for a lightweight vacuum, then this could be the one to look for. Just before I start, all I'd normally say is please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe. What I do is I'll talk about household appliances. I do specialise in cordless vacuums like these, and there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. Now Bosch have been making cordless vacuums for quite a few years now, and this is one of their latest incarnations. This is part of what they call the Flexxo range. So this is quite a new addition. Flexxo has been around for probably about a couple of years now, and as it says on here, this is the generation 2. I must say, as a range, we actually do really well with these. The Athlete range, for us, has started to die down quite a bit. I think the concept of the way you put the tools on, they tend to be a little bit heavier as well. And that's really why people are moving on to these, especially as you've got the handheld unit on the front. So when it comes to the vacuum itself, it is pretty light. It's only around 3 kilograms. You have got the on and off switch at the top here. So on this model, you've got the different settings. So on these, you've got the 2 settings. So basically you've got the high and the low. And when it's on the low setting, then you should be able to achieve the maximum 50-minute runtime. As you go up to the high power setting, then that will reduce quite a lot, especially if you're going to use it on a carpeted floor. One thing that people always love on these vacuums is the ability to take the front off and to use this as a separate handheld unit. Having the handheld vacuum as part of the main vacuum is normally quite a good idea, because if you want to go and vacuum, say, your car, or if you want to go and vacuum the stairs, then at least you've got it all in one place, and it saves you having to buy a separate handheld vacuum. When it comes to taking the bin off to empty, then it is really easy. All you need to do is press the button on the front here, and that will come off like this. This has a capacity of 0.4 litres, so it's not the biggest on the market, but I think for a lot of people, when it comes to this kind of vacuum, then weight is quite an important factor. As far as the filters, you can see that this has been used. To take the filter out is nice and easy, and then you've got the ability to just go and empty the bin. And if you want to, you can just give it a quick wipe round or even a wash in there if you wanted to. As far as the filters, this one has been used quite a bit. You've actually got 2 parts of the filters, so you've got a foam part on the outside, and then you've got the main filter unit on the inside. These are not too expensive, and I suppose what I'd normally say is when you buy any of these vacuums, to buy a spare set of filters. So not necessarily the cage here, but just the filter unit here. And the reason for that, when it comes to cleaning the filters, then you just need to wash them. So first of all, take the 2 bits apart, wash them, but you need to leave it for about 24 hours to dry properly. The main downside of that, when they are drying, then what that means that you can't use the vacuum. So what I'd normally recommend, when you buy the vacuum, just buy a spare set of filters, put my teeth back in, and then when it comes to putting it back together, that's nice and easy. You just drop that in there, just make sure that's quite a nice snug fit, and then the vacuum itself just clicks back into place, and then once you've done that, then that just drops on the front there. So that's nice and easy. What you have also got a couple of accessories on the back. So you've got a brush, and you've also got a long crevice tool as well. And what these are used for, these are used to attach to the main handheld unit, like that. So rather than just having the, I suppose the medium crevice size tool, as I would call it, then you've got the option to either use the brush. Just to note that the brush on here, it's not too soft. I quite like it where it's harder bristles. I think it's much better, it's much more, it works a lot better. But this is actually a 2-part brush. Just show you. You've got a little arrow on here, so when you've taken this off, then what you can do is you can actually remove that as well. So you've got like a mini upholstery tool, and then that just slides across that way. So in theory, that's 2 tools in one. And I was just saying about the crevice tool. So when it comes to this one, Again, that just clicks on the end, and first of all it goes to a narrower nozzle, which is quite good. If you need to get down, say, the side of a sofa, then that's a good one to use. Also, if you need to get into corners to get cobwebs out, then at least you've got the option with this model. On the handheld part, you've actually only got one setting, so it's basically on or off. And you will also see that you've got a battery status indicator. That's, I suppose, it's part of the handheld unit, but that's of the main vacuum as well. So whereas you've got the two settings, so you've got a low and high on the main vacuum, you've only got the on and off when you're using the handheld part. This model is the 23 volt model. There are other models in the range, and as I mentioned earlier, you've got a 50-minute runtime as a maximum runtime. There are other models in the range where you can get slightly longer, up to around 60 minutes. But as far as charging this, because it's clearly being cordless, you're going to need to charge it at some point. You do just get the separate charger with it. This is nice and easy, just to plug it in anywhere. You don't have to worry about it wall mounting it, as quite a few of the manufacturers will do. So when it comes to charging it, you just plug that in the back. And one other thing to mention is that it's actually a freestanding unit. I know it's quite obvious, it's doing it here, but I only mention that because a lot of other cordless vacuums are not freestanding like this. So if you haven't got the ability to wall mount it, then again, this could be one to consider. When it comes to the maintenance on the vacuum, I've already mentioned about the filter and cleaning that, so that's really easy. You have also got the brush bar at the bottom. Again, this is nice and easy to take out to make sure you want to get it clean. You have got the option on here, so you've got a couple of slits within the brush bar. So you've got one on the side, and what this will enable you to do is to take either a knife or a pair of scissors, but just be really careful when you're doing this, to slide it along here to get rid of any hair or any debris. As you can see, this is quite a dirty one. This is one we use as a demo model in a showroom. But then once you've done that, once you've got rid of all the hair, then just pop it back in the front there, and then you're ready to go. If you are thinking of buying one of these models, then I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Bosch BBH3230GB cordless vacuum. All I'd normally say is please subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video itself. I know it's a pretty quick one, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what the vacuum, the specification, and some of the features and benefits that it offers. If you have got one of these models, if you have got one of the Flexo models, because as I say, these have been around for a couple of years now, then if you have got one, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback on these. Thanks for watching.